used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Colts 20, Bears nothing. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
33-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The tackle there by George Odom.
Brings up 2nd and
from the 35 on 2nd down. Foles. And some space here. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Intercepted.
He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Yeah, that's a nice tackle there by the safety, but in truth, he's really playing linebacker because he's lined up so close to the line of scrimmage. He's able to read and react with force and make the play behind the line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. The give to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Get that quarterback.
Here's Foles. And his throw is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, good footwork on the spin. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts just continue to pour it on. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Blankenship out for the point after.
Extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Colts 34, Bears nothing. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Foles. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He's coming, double up.
Now Foles. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Running for it, Montgomery. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
43-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Oh, they picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Foles on the give to Montgomery. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run. Montgomery. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Tackled at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Receiver. Hey, alert 3. What we got?
From the 27, Foles. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 15-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. First, we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. They'll run with Montgomery. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run forward with Montgomery. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need him. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row, we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That sack by Khalil Mack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Here's Eason off the play fake.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
10 at their own 36-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Good, strong tackle by DeForest Buckner. Remember, the Colts gave up their first-round pick, number 13 overall, to get him from San Francisco, and they certainly think he's worth it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
The running back.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught outright by Graham. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry, but I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Julian Blackmon
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
For the Bears.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
33-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
I got you, punk.
Taylor.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailed big here to begin quarter number 4. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Eason is going to fire. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. They'll look to run with Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal. So the false start will back them up 5. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. This is Hines. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Isaiah Rodgers up to make the tackle. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery.
Nice gain there by the 2nd-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Play action. It's Eason. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Number 13,
T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Get him! Get him! 58's the mic! 58's the mic!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And now here is another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Second and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Second down, here's Eason.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Corey Willis.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Pulls it in at the 13. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On play action, they'll throw. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing on second and long. Foles finding some room in midfield.
That's complete to Mooney.
He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
Darnell Mooney.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
For the Chicago Bears.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Pass intended for Jimmy Graham. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And it's incomplete. Clock now showing 0:05. That's all we have left here in the fourth. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Scored Colts 66.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will great